everyone, my name is Abby and welcome back to Black Equity. On today's video, I will be talking about how we sold our house without a realtor and sold it for over asking. I will be discussing three things. Number one, I'll be talking about why my husband and I decided to sell our house without a realtor. Number two, I'll be talking about how we did it, as well as how much it costs. And the last thing that I'll be talking about are the lessons that we've learned. Okay, so why we decided to sell our house without a realtor. Last year was a year of doing things afraid. We don't have any expertise in real estate or in construction, but we decided that it was something that we were going to get into and just trust that we'll figure it out as we go. So because of that, we were already in the headspace of we can do things that we've never done before. Selling our house was just like the cherry on top of, I don't know, the ice cream? What is it? The icing? But selling our house was just one of those things that everyone just says, no, use a realtor, it's better for you. And I could see why they would say that, and I could see the benefits of using a realtor. But at the end of the day, we just decided that we felt like it was the right choice for us at the time. And we wanted to just see how it would go. Worst case scenario, we would just take our house off the market and hire a realtor if selling it ourselves didn't work out. So how we did it. The first thing that we did was declutter the house. When we decided that we wanted to sell it, I pretty much Googled how to sell your house. And every article that I read spoke about decluttering the house because no buyer wants to come into a house that's full of stuff, that's full of clutter, and I guess it reduces how much they like the house and how much they would pay for the house. So we decided that we were going to spend a weekend taking out everything that we didn't need, giving stuff away, or putting other stuff that we were going to use in storage. Once we did that, our house automatically felt lighter, just more spacious. The second thing that we did was to clean the house and prep it. When you're cleaning the house to stage it, it's very different from when you're just spring cleaning it. It took me 3 days to clean the entire house from top to bottom. And then we also prepped the house, which meant we painted, we did some touch-ups here and there, and just looked around the house, and anything that was potentially like a flaw in a buyer's mind, we prepped that and made it good as new. The third thing that we did was staging. Now, I will be the first to admit that I know nothing about staging. I don't think I have an eye for design like that. I figured that the house itself, like the way it looks already, is nice. So just anything that we could add to it that would make it a little bit nicer, or draw a buyer's eye to it, and make it just look more luxurious. So I got some plants, put them throughout the house just to add a pop of green and make the place look fresh. I got some little pieces of art, and I think I spent about $200 staging the house. I didn't do too much because I didn't want to bring a lot of stuff into the house. Now, the fourth thing that we did was photography. I'm not a professional photographer, and I believe in investing in great pictures. So we hired someone to do that, and he came to do some pictures and videos of the space, and that cost us about $300. Professional photos captures the space in a way that amateur photo may not capture, and so that's really important for the final step, which was marketing the house. This was probably the most mentally tasking stage because we wanted to post our house on the MLS. The MLS is the multiple listing service, and that's the place where all the real estate agents and brokers, they put all the houses that are available on the market that they're selling. What we did was we found a brokerage, an online brokerage that provides an MLS listing only service, and we contacted them and paid a fee for them to help us post it on the MLS, but not represent us. That fee cost us about $600 to do. We did that so that we could get maximum exposure. Most buyers that are looking for a property, that's the very first place that they look. So I won't go too much into detail about the financials of selling the house, but I will just say that it cost us just over $1,000 to post our house from the time when we decided to prep it to posting the house on the MLS. In comparison, we would have paid an agent for just over $10,000. So $1,000 or $10,000. That's the reason why in our case it was successful. So the final thing, let's talk about the lessons that we learned. Even if you're not hiring an agent, have a really good lawyer. Like, you can't DIY everything, which, you know, it seems like we DIY'd everything, but we knew when to hire people. And we didn't hire an agent, but we did hire a lawyer who walked us through the entire process of selling the house, of the contracts involved, of the things that you can and can't put, or, you know, you shouldn't put in your house sale contract. And I think that was really helpful because, you know, we got to a lot of points where we just didn't really understand what the legalities of things were, and our lawyer really helped us. And when we were selling, I had to deal with all the other buyer's agents that were contacting me, plus any other individuals who found my listing and contacted me directly for a showing. It requires a very high level of organization, knowing, you know, what times people are coming, so that you don't double book them. And I did have a couple of those, just one of that actually. The last thing that you probably want to do, you know, if you want to sell your house, is just know the market. I had been tracking our particular area for the last year since we bought the house. And so I had a very good idea of how we would price our home, and also when to put the house on the market as well. And I think that's really important, because when you're selling your house as an individual, I think a lot of other real estate agents and a lot of buyers are hesitant because they may think you don't know what you're doing. So if you know your market, and if you know what you are doing in how to price your house, the things that you should do in staging your house and preparing your house for showings, then I believe that it's something that you can do. We didn't have any clue. This is our first house that we bought, our first house that we sold, but we ended up doing it and we sold over asking. Now, if you want to know exactly how much we got and how much, you know, we spent in the house, all the financials of our house and selling our house, go watch the previous video. If you like this video, please subscribe, please leave a comment. It really helps me know what kind of videos and content to make. I really hope that you enjoyed content like this. Let me know if you have any questions on selling your house or on buying your house, your first flip property. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Bye.